Helen Dalton's life is a tale of twists and turns. And that's the challenge of this story. There are so many versions to tell. What everyone can agree on is that Helen and her family lived in a house that stood on this land on the west side of Greensboro, and that she took her kids to Grimsley High School on that April morning in 1963. Beyond that, it's a mystery, one that even her own children can't agree on.
Hi, may I speak with Bonnie, please?
Helen's daughter, Bonnie, declined to talk to us, said it was too painful. And then, we got something we didn't think we'd get.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think anybody was expecting him to call us.
Don Jr. called.
Hello?
Hey, Mr. Dalton, it's Derek at Fox 8. How are you doing?
Oh, yeah. Good to hear from you.
Yeah, I told you I'd call back.
The younger Don Dalton was a junior at Grimsley High School when his mother disappeared. His father eventually moved the family out to Nevada.
Vegas was the place to start your life over again.
Yeah.
Anybody can come out here and start over again.
So Don Jr. did just that. Worked in law enforcement in the area for 17 years. Did you not go searching for your mother?
Well, I'd be a liar if I told you I didn't utilize some of the facilities to try and find her. But something got inside of me that she doesn't want to be found.
The Greensboro Police Department did their best to find her. Even got 75 feet down into the well on the Dalton property in 1993 when some anonymous calls came in saying she had been dumped there. Have you been back here much since?
I travel this road quite a bit.
Georgie Bogdan was an anthropologist at UNC Greensboro in 1993 and helped lead the excavation.
We are probably standing right about where the well would have been.
Why do you think a couple of people would have called the Greensboro Police Department and claimed that your mother was in the well on that property?
Somebody grasping at straws. There is no way she would have been in the well. There's no way it would have been concealed that many years.
Do you think she was in that well?
I don't know where else she would be.
Don Jr. believes one of the stories his father told the police, you can see it right there in the case file, that Helen developed a lesbian relationship with a woman named Wanda. Do you believe that's true, that she had a romantic relationship with Wanda?
Not a doubt in my mind.
And although the police report back in 1963 says investigators believed Don Sr. knew where his wife was, but would not divulge, his son is convinced his father, the former Marine, did not kill her.
If I was the master sergeant at Corey, he killed enough people. He didn't need to kill anybody else. He was over stuff like that.
But that leaves one burning question. If you had to guess, where do you think she went?
Back to Sweden.
Really? He's adamant. He's 100% convinced she left. And he doesn't seem that upset about it.
Detective Caroline Holliday told us that our conversation with Don Jr. didn't raise any investigatorial eyebrows. He has believed his dad's version of things since Helen disappeared and from his own personal experience. Those are his to have, Detective Holliday wrote in an email. She added that this case was thoroughly investigated by numerous detectives before me.
This is a story that goes back decades. It's a story that we don't necessarily know all the pieces to. But for right now, there's still a chance that somebody else does.
But time's running out.
Time's running out.